The day that we have been waiting for is finally arriving. The elections have started, and on the 9th, the people of Malaysia will be able to make its decision. First, we must realize that we are not a democratic country. What we are is called an electoral authoritarian regime, where the elections, although it's real, is unfair. It is skewed totally in favor of the incumbents. The laws are interpreted at their whim and fancy, tying up the opposition. Repressive acts have been legislated. The police, the courts, the election commission, all the agencies which sworn duty is to protect the people are now used to enable a person to cling on to power. The people are suffering. We used to look at the countries in South America and Africa, but I think we Malaysians must wake up and look at ourselves. Those in America, South America, Africa, they are laughing at us. We are having an authoritarian regime where South Africa, where Zimbabwe have already disposed of Jacob Zuma and Mugabe. What is left now is us in Malaysia to save ourselves, to restore our dignity, to restore our democratic rights. We are living in a failed state. We are living in an illusion, thinking that all is well. All is not well. And people are now being sent to courts, and the laws are used in a selective manner. Those who expose the truth are sent to jail. Those who commit crimes are allowed to run scot-free. Economically, the people are suffering. Statistics are used to show that the country is doing very well. But we do not need statistics. Just go to the market. Just look at your own pocket and ask yourself, compared to what you have 10 years ago, are you living a better life? What kind of life are you having? Where you work hard, but it is not enough. You have to take a second job, and some are taking a third job. And our Prime Minister Najib Tun Razak, his advice in the budget speech is become a Uber driver. Is that the kind of solution that you want? What we are entitled to is to have a good life. What we have wanted to and struggled in order to gain independence is to live a life where we are able to achieve the best that we can. And it's the government's responsibility to ensure that everyone has an equitable right and an equitable chance to be the best that they can be. And on that track, but we have been derailed. We are now struggling to make ends meet. There are mounting debts. Everyone is buckling. 35,000 people have been made bankrupt. And these are just people below 40. It's not because that they have done badly, but they have worked hard, but they have not been able to be given a fair economic chance. The dice is loaded against them. They can't afford to buy a house. The cars that we have is 100% more expensive than in any other country. You buy a Myvi, 50 over 1,000, 9 years lease. The car is already gone before you have finally paid off your hire purchase. You can't now have a decent meal. This is the life that we are now facing. Many of us understand, ask around. There are those that do not have 3 square meals a day. They have to skip a meal. Ask the colleagues in the office, and you will find at the end of the month, Many are going into the office pantry to take Milo because they can't afford to have a decent lunch at the pay that we have and at the prices that we have. There are many that do not have even $500 in their savings. If their child or a member of the family needs extra money, if they have an accident or they are fall sick and they need to go to the hospital, they cannot afford it. And you have your colleagues, if you try to call them, you'll find the telephone numbers are changing because they can't afford to pay their telephone bill. This is Malaysia. This is what we are now facing. Let us wake up from the illusion that all is well. All is not well. We are going downhill. We have warned the people for 20 years. We have said that corruption is going to cause our state to fail. We are now failing. The problem is that the people have not woken up. And I hope many will wake up, come and exercise your right to vote. Come out and vote for a better life. You are entitled to a better life. You deserve better than what Najib and Tun Razak is giving. Come and reclaim your rights. Come and vote early. Thank you.